The Nurse Family Partnership is a maternal health program that pairs vulnerable first-time mothers with caring maternal child health nurses. It allows the group of specially trained health district nurses to work with at-risk expectant mothers to have a healthy pregnancy, to become knowledgeable and responsible parents, and how to provide their babies with the best possible start in life. This relationship between young mothers-to-be and community health nurses provides the foundation for strong families, meaning lives are changed forever for the better.
You are taking young women, molding and mentoring them into being responsible, thinking citizens. What more can you want? They're going to start paying taxes. They're going to start contributing to your community. That's what we want. That's the whole goal, to break that chain of being a welfare family.
While the program is less than 2 years old here in Southern Nevada, it's part of a national effort with more than 30 years of proven success at using the resources invested to strengthen the overall community. Now, the first participants have been in the Nurse Family Partnership long enough for the first babies to have arrived.
Now that the babies are here, we start focusing on the whole purpose of this program, the mom. Not only do we want her to be a good mother, we want her to be a good citizen. We want her back in school. We want her working. We focus on her life goals. And what we are finding over that 30-year period is these mothers are more likely to get off welfare, off TANF, off Medicaid. They're more likely to be self-supporting. They're more likely to get and hold a job, and their children do better in school. So you're putting money in, but look at the money you're saving.
The 4 home visitors and myself, we were able to complete the required training. We already have an advisory board that meets quarterly. The advisory board members are community partners like UMC Family Resource, Community Outreach, United Way, March of Dimes, and advisory board serve as support, advocate, and champion for the clients and the NFP team.
We talk about the program, the way that the success that they are having. We also discuss what programs are going on out in the community that might be a resource for the nurse that's going out to see the new mothers.
In just over 18 months since it began locally, the Nurse Family Partnership in Southern Nevada is a success as reflected by its first national report card. 98% of the babies born in the program were full-term, 98% had healthy birth weights, and 93% of the mothers breastfed their infants. By any standards, these babies had a much healthier start in life and now the prospect of a much healthiher future.
That almost gives me the chills. It makes me extremely proud to be involved with this program. This is an incredible program. It's nationally proven. It is evidence-based. As a nurse, it is an incredible opportunity to actually make a difference in somebody's life. So that's what you want to do as a nurse. You want to make a difference. And when you find out that you actually made a difference and the numbers reflect it, it is just overwhelmingly wonderful, and it fills me with pride.
The nurses are key to the program's success.
They have gone through special training, don't get me wrong. But they are very gifted women themselves. They have a lot to offer. There is something about the nursing profession that over the years, and I've been a nurse more years than we'll discuss, okay? But there's one thing that I find that almost all nurses have in common. They're forced, because of the work they do, to become fairly well organized. It becomes such a matter and a built-in habit with them that they almost lend that organizational ability to their clients.
In this program, we utilize reflective practice and motivational interviewing. We listen to their what they're talking about, because like I said, any change, it has to come from within. We can just tell them, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. But if they don't think that it's important or if it is a problem, we can just keep telling them and it's not going to happen. And so we listen to what they want to do. Like for example, they want to go to school. How important it is for them to go back to school. And for them to go back to school, what do they need to do? And if they said, okay, I need to do this, and then we just tell them like, okay, what can I do to help you? You know, whether it is finding resources for them. So, and that's how motivational interviewing, and that's part of the listening, the informing, and the guiding comes in. Not telling them what to do. Their moms tell them what to do, and that's why they're in the situation. So they have to, and then plus, the program is 2 years, so we want to train them to be able to choose their options.
My nurse asks me, what's your dreams? And she encourages me. She's like, what's your goals like for this month or for this week? And she encourages me to do my goals. She's like, don't let nobody put you down. And she helped me for me and my parents to have a better communication because we weren't really talking. She was like, do this and talk to them, sit down with them, and stuff like that. And I actually did it, and my communication with my parents got better.
Teresa is a big reason why my mom and everybody started warming up to this. At first they just saw her as an intrusion, like, oh, she's just telling you this, and they would give me advice, and she would give me advice. Who are you going to listen to, Teresa or them? I was like, well, she's kind of more educated, and she comes, and sometimes my mom is here, my sisters, everybody's right here, and everybody's asking her questions, and she answers everything and explains, so it's kind of easier now, just because she saw me asking for help.
I tell her about things like, fears I have, and she helps me out. I'm like, oh, can you give me information about this or that? And she brings me information about the things I need.
Yeah, I always, Teresa would come, and I knew she was going to come, she's going to come next week, so, I have to get all this done, and so I would actually go. I'm kind of like I need somebody to push me, to help me get pushed, so she motivated me a lot.
With Teresa, she's just like she pushes me, she gives me advice and she helps me out when I need help or something. I have a question, she'll do that.
I was scared. I was very afraid because my family was angry at me, and I didn't have nowhere else to turn. My friends they didn't talk to me anymore, so I said, well, at least there's going to be somebody to help me and get me through this and teach me a couple of things, because my whole family was like, what have you done, or,
Andrea is well on her way to a career in criminal justice. Victoria is working on becoming a certified nurse's assistant and hopes to one day be a nurse herself. And as soon as she receives her high school equivalency diploma, Tanya plans to train to be an emergency medical technician. They and their babies will remain in the Nurse-Family Partnership until the children reach 2 years of age under the mentorship and resources the program and its community partners can provide.
And it actually makes you feel successful, because when you're pregnant and after you have your baby, and it's like something big, especially for teens. To have a kid is it's big. It's a big thing. You feel successful. You're like, look, my baby was born healthy. My baby is good. I'm good. You feel successful. You feel like an adult.
It's not just about me. It's about her too. I'm gonna try to get as much help as I possibly can for her sake also. Because I want her to have a good future, and I want her to be part of me.
They're just there to help you, not just with your baby, but with yourself. You're not just a mom to them, trying to take care of your baby, but as you, as a person, trying to go to school or have a career and stuff like that. So they're a very big support system. If your family's not there, or you don't have any friends or anything, they're your friend, they're your family.
Women and children are our future. If we don't make an investment in our future, then our future is bleak. We have to invest in the women and children in our community, whether it's through making sure they have a healthy pregnancy and have a healthy outcome, and that we educate these children as they grow in our community. If you put that investment on the front end and make sure that somebody gets good prenatal care, that they get the education, they get off to the right start, we will have saved the community and society a huge amount of money, and we will have a healthy family.
If you or someone you know needs more information about the Nurse-Family Partnership, check out the national website at nursefamilypartnership.org, or go to our site at snhd.info and click on Programs, or call 759-0883. Remember, you can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.